So today we've got another new evolution, and it is the Ballon d'Or winner, Rodri. We saw Bonmati this week, and obviously we've got a little bit of Rodri as well. 80,000 coins or 1,100 FC points. Pretty standard across the board there with it. It is a max 83 overall, 87 physical, max 1 playstyle plus, 6 on obviously the playstyles. A CDM is a position of a must. If you need coins in FC25, lootbar.gg has you covered. They are the cheapest trading platform on the game, 8 to 10% cheaper than any others, 8% off if you use the code JT11 at the end at checkout, plus you get 5% extra on coins, with the fastest delivery system going, used by many FC25 creators such as Zorky, Manny Plus, and even pro owners. So if you need any coins, head over to lootbar.gg, make sure JT11's in the promo code, and hopefully you enjoy. And total positions must max 3. I don't know many that have got 4, to be honest. So it's got celebrate Rodri's Ballon d'Or win and follow his path to greatness by boosting attributes and adding the CM position. Receive Tiki Taki Plus if you don't already own a Playstyle Plus. So that's already a big win. I like that they're trying that. For instance, someone like Rodriguez would keep his Anticipate rather than getting the Tiki Taka. So there is definitely scope for what that kind of can work with. We've had a lot of midfielder evolutions as well, so that's going to be a big now to sort of kind of where you go with it really. So in the first one we get max 80 pace, 82 dribbling, 86 physical. We get a long ball plus long ball pass as the normal play style as well as centre mid. You've got win 3, play 4, assist 4, play 4, so that's 8 games, and then finally play 4, so 12 games in total if you manage to win everything that you need to. And you get the Tiki Taka Playstyle Plus, 5 on the physical, 80 pace, 84 on obviously the passing, and 86 max on the defending as well. 80 shooting as well if you really wanted to, and you also get Bruiser. Okay, so that's going to be interesting. So let's have a look at who we have got to use. I'm not a big fan of Tiki Taka Plus. It's definitely better than some, but it's not necessarily my go-to for a midfielder if I'm really being honest with it. What do we get to get to an 86? So an 81 gets to it, so I'm assuming it'll be a plus 6 overall. So let's just have a look at a 79. I want to say it would be more than that. Okay, so it's more than that. Let's have a look then at Footbin, because that's going to be the best place to have a look at a lot of these cards really. Again, really hoping that at some point soon we do manage to get 2 evolutions done at once. We've obviously got Mainu as well, always going to be in the run-ins. If you've not done him now, there is going to be a point that you eventually will do, but it is now starting to go up as well from them 84s into the 86s now. We've got Kamenvinga. What sort of upgrade would he get? Because the higher you go as well, the closer you get to that 83, the less of an upgrade they get. For instance, there is no pace bonus on him here, but to be fair to him, looking pretty decent. Like, it's definitely not awful in terms of the upgrade. What I want to have a look at is what does he compare to someone like Tchouameni's base there? And then also, can we do looking at Tchouameni's rush as well? So we've got 80 versus 73, 78, defending 86, 86 versus the 282s, 88, 85, dribbling wise 84 and 84. I mean, he beats him on everything bar from defending. He's also a 4-star, 3-star. Would have been lovely to get a weak foot upgrade into that 4, but we can definitely let that move. Composure wise, it's a big bonus on obviously his total rush, but realistically in every aspect he's winning. So this is what I mean. These midfielders, they're definitely not to be slept on. I think the past few evolutions we have, they've been decent upgrades to say the least. Obviously with any paid one, I'm expecting them to do pretty well regardless. We've got Kone as the very first one at the moment. So who else have we got lower in there? What about Goretzka? He is dying for a big upgrade, I must admit. Now, obviously, no pressure would be a big one that you've gone for. Hey Jude is kind of like a cam centre mid, deep lying interceptor, is it? Or deep lying playmaker or something. That one's obviously in there as well. So there's so many midfielders. That is a great Goretzka as well. 10 pace increase, which is lovely. Obviously got a bit more on that defending. That's getting back to the Goretzka we know and love. If you're running that Bundesliga midfield, or Bundesliga team, that's definitely one to have a look at a minimum. You could go with a Shadow 88-93 if we went for the Anchor 84-92-91. Like, that is so much better in a DM role. And like I say, if you can go with the Tiki Taka Plus, that's going to be pretty good as well. And it's going to emulate Rodri. So, of course, it's going to be a pretty decent upgrade, to say the least. And it is going to be predominantly on the players that you kind of really like. Like we have seen as well with Reyners, another always great one. Curtis Jones now coming into it with his inform. Again, this is what I mean. There is so many different sections that you can go with here. We're looking at 6 on the pace, 10 defending. Yeah, it's a great card upgrade. I mean, you could pick quite a lot of them, to be fair. And you don't even have to pick it now because we've got plenty of upgrades coming soon. So if you didn't like Tiki Taka as well and preferred Intercept for a midfielder and it's an inform, you can go put them into the Interceptor Plus one where you basically, I think it's the Enforcer or something like that, or the Interceptor. You get the Intercept Plus and then you can still put him in the Rodri, not get a Tiki Taka and get the Intercept instead, and then still get the upgrade. So there is a lot of different ways that you can do it depending on what you've got already. And I know I have seen Ugarte already. I want to see the difference now between Ugarte's 85 and this version. So if we go into here, we've got him there. What's that? I'm assuming into the stat limits there as well. So realistically, we're missing out on 1 pace. We're missing out on 2 dribbling. We get 4 better defending, 1 better physical, and he gets a weak foot upgrade on obviously the showdown. So it's fair enough there, but it's what I mean. Like the evolutions are really taking out that kind of mid to low market just so easily now. Mainu's obviously going to have a big one. He's going to be fantastic as always. If we go a bit further down, is there anybody? Emery, Gallagher. Has Gallagher had an upgrade yet? I mean, that could work for Gallagher. 87, 90. I mean, it's pretty much the same stats across the board, really. Like they level them out pretty well. Like in terms of what you actually get, we're getting a 10 overall upgrade, so we could take a 76 all the way up to this 12 pace. 8, 8, 9, 15, 15. I mean, you could probably pick some really low rated cards there and still be absolutely fine with the upgrade. Like if we go down as far as some of these kind of like lower rateds, if we go for, say, who we got at 76, I want to pick somebody that's relatively known. I'm going to go, let's go... We kind of need what we got. We got 12 pace to work with. So if we wanted to get it to 80, we need 68 and above. That would make it to the 80 pace as well. I can see why Kone would be up there as well. Also 60, 68. 68 on the money. So in terms of an upgrade, we go into the into the Rodri one. We get a big upgrade across the board, like 15 on the physical, 13 on the defending, taking him to 86. Like it's a pretty decent card from a 76 all the way up. Now, I'm not saying a lot of these will be in anybody's main team at this point or anything, but if you are, again, running that beautiful Evolutions to Glory, this is a great Evolutions to do. I'm interested. Who was kind of the favourites in... that's brilliant, Bompasta. Where's Bon Matty's one? Have I just seen it? There it is, right next to it. We're looking at... Oh, okay, we can go with wingers on this as well. I know we could only go CDMs. So, if we look at... If we go... What is it? If we go to Evolutions, and then I think if you go Players, and then we can change to CDMs, because then we know we've got the players. You can kind of see what everybody's gone for and kind of see from there. So obviously, you've got a few that have got a couple of evolutions in them and then a few that have just got the standard. So No Pressure was kind of the big one before. If you've not put them in that, you could go for them in here as well. It does look like there's kind of a lot less of the players that you'd actually want. So if we go into Popular... Let's go into that No Pressure because it's going to be roughly the same. A lot of centre mids can play into the CDM as well and vice versa. There is going to be a few right backs that can go into it as well. Camenvinga is going to be an easy one that is going to be up there. Emery again. Tiki Taka could suit Emery really well. And I know he's got an 87. What's the difference then? So we got, not Bon Matty. We go Rodri. And then we've got 6 extra pace, 5 extra dribbling, and 3 better defending on this version. Everything else is exactly the same. So It's very similar, and especially when that version doesn't have a playstyle plus as well, there's definitely levels to it. So I'm a big fan of this evolution. I think it most definitely has got some legs. I know it's another paid one, and it just is what it is. Coins at this point in the game is still so easy to get with one run of champs, a run of rivals, upgrade packs. You don't really need to spend coins anymore. Even SBCs are now becoming less and less, like other than maybe the gamble ones. Predominantly like an Aki Williams, I guarantee we get an evolution that can do that again. Most of them now that are not like your kind of like your Robertsons or your Poutiers who can't get it, they're going to be cards that more than likely you could evolve into a better version at some point. So I wouldn't even bother too much with these evolutions. Like Musiala, I guarantee at some point within the next couple of months we get a card like that. Save yourself 440,000. So decent evolution. There's definitely a fair few that you can go with. Popular is always going to be a great shout in a couple of hours, but Kamenvinga, the same old. Kamenvinga, Curtis Jones in form, Kamara even to be fair, Agate, Mainu, they're all going to be pretty much the same for this. So let me know who you're going to choose, and I'll catch you all for the next one. Peace.